Hello, everyone. I am super excited to come to you guys today announcing that after much thought and encouragement and support from you all, I am going to open up 3 more slots to take clients. While 3 doesn't sound like a whole lot because we're not accustomed to people having just this small amount of people they see in and out that they work with, but that's how I roll. I give so much time and energy to each one of my clients that opening up 3 slots is tremendous. So starting the beginning of January, I am going to open 3 slots. And if anyone is really wanting to go ahead and get their health going in a different direction, more like up, and start feeling better sooner, I'm more than happy to kick off before then. December sounds great. I just know that sometimes that's just a little bit of a struggle for some people with everything else that they have going on. So at this time, I'm just going to wait for the new year. So come 2020, I've got 3 slots open for new clients, and I'm going to chat a little bit now about just a little bit more about what I do, what is a health coach, what is a functional medicine health coach, and how that all works, so you can really kind of think about it. So I'm going to speak for myself. So I went to Institute for Integrative Nutrition and got my health coach certification, and there we learned lots of different things, hundreds of different dietary habits, like different ways of eating, Mediterranean, paleo, Whole30, keto, you name it. We learned about that. Yes, food, because I really do believe that so much of our health does start with food, what's on our fork that we put in our mouth. And as Tracy over at the School of Applied Functional Medicine, where I'm studying applied functional medicine for health coaches, says, it is not only what we eat, but it's what we eat, digest, absorb, what gets into the cells. So there's so much more than just food. It's also our absorption and digestion, and all those things are really important. And learning that the majority of disease or not feeling well begins in the gut, with 80% of our immune system being housed in the gut. It's a wonder so many people have so much going on, right? Just feeling like crap and yuck and can't get over it, or you get over it for a couple of weeks and then it's back, or maybe you've been on antibiotics forever, and antibiotics don't seem to kick it. We also don't think about, we might have gut dysfunction and we know we have something wrong with our gut. However, we might have headaches, skin breakouts, rash, whether it be face, back, arms, doesn't matter where it is, menstrual cycles. There's so much mood, for instance, so much else related to gut health that's just not in the same proximity as where we think of our gut being located. Yeah, another good Tracyism that she always says is, and she got this from someone, and off the top of my head, I can't remember who it was, but just like what happens in the gut doesn't stay in the gut. It's kind of like Vegas. What happens in Vegas should stay in Vegas. Yeah, it doesn't happen with the gut. So with all of that said, there's just so much going on in our bodies. Our body is so interconnected. Yeah, looking at someone visibly, we know, okay, our head down to our feet, we're connected. Of course, we got that. But what we don't think about is what's going on inside. Like, how is something that's dysfunctioning in my gut causing a headache? Or why is it when I eat spinach, I get the runs? Or why is it when I am really nervous, XYZ happens? Why am I always cold? Why is I'm on thyroid medication, but it's not working, or still having symptoms? And I love to talk about thyroid because it's something near and dear to my heart, since I've been dealing with that since 2002. So anyways, there's just so much going on. So as a health coach, we learn about food, yes, as a secondary part of our plate. And then we have our primary foods too. And that's all about, relationships and spirituality. And I'm not necessarily referring to religion, but just like your spiritual beliefs and practices, and, your job, your stress, relationships with friends and family and coworkers, and like how all of this combined plus the food that you're eating is really affecting your body. So those things combined, I sit down with each person. The majority of my practice is virtual, so it's online. I have clients from all over, and actually now I'm living in Shreveport. I'm still working with clients that are local to Shreveport, but it's virtual. And I've got clients that they're all over. So that is hard for some people to understand. I've never seen anyone in the healthcare profession online. How does that work? Like, I want to touch, feel, and you know, I'm a Southern girl at heart, and I am all about touching and feeling and talking with my hands. And I've got a really sensitive heart, and I do love to hug people without invading their space, but I get that. It's just that there are so many people out there looking for a different way to health that if I only tried to do something where I could be one-on-one, I would feel like I'm not serving my purpose, and I would not be providing an opportunity for those that are looking to actually be able to sit down and talk to someone about their health concerns. And regardless of what it is, some are more, you know, some are more detailed than others. Some it's like, oh, I just need to chat for, you know, a couple of sessions and then bam, I'm done. You know, I've got people I've been working with for a year or longer. And it's because you start peeling back layers, and that's what we do. We sit and talk, and each session we are getting deeper and deeper. People come to me and say, hey, you know, here's a recent one. I just want to lose weight. All right, guys, I'm the first to admit I'm not a weight loss coach. That's just not my jive. It's not what I do. Do clients that I work with experience weight loss? Absolutely. Except one, I don't want him to lose any more weight. Our goal is to gain weight. So yeah, there are people who I work with who our goal is, we've got to, you know, we got to stop where we are, and then we have to start, we still peeling back the onion. Why are we losing weight? Why is this happening? How are we going to start gaining weight? What can I do to gain weight? And we start peeling back. So whether it's weight loss or figuring out, you know, these symptoms you're having that are related to thyroid, but they keep telling you, oh, you're fine, you don't have thyroid problem, or, you know, you've got symptoms of pre-diabetes, but you don't, you know, based on this lab work, it's showing you fine. So there's so much that we do. We talk about your job. My goodness, one of my clients, I was like, okay, stress, it's killing you. It literally is killing you. And her biggest stressor was work. Lo and behold, I told her, I was like, you know, you got to do something about work. You've got to set boundaries. You need to do X, Y, Z. And we worked through all of this. And then I got a phone call like 6 weeks later. She had given her 2 weeks notice. I was like, wow. So she was listening. I didn't tell her to quit her job, but she did after doing it very professional and giving a month's notice and help train the next person. But, you know, sometimes the stress in your life is what's keeping you chronically ill. So I teach about stress, and I help you understand, and I educate on how is it, I'm tired of hearing it's stress, stress, stress. Like, I help you figure out how that stress is affecting the issue that you have, how it's related to the gut, what's going on inside, you know, looking at lab work. Those that have lab work, some have lab work like conventional lab work, like you go and get your annual CBC or a CMP, or you have an A1C or glucose. I'm happy to look at that. What I do that's a little different in my world is that I look at things from more of a functional or optimal range versus the standard reference range that's listed on the lab work. So conventional medicine, we're going to look at the lab results. We're going to see what's in this column. It's going to give us a range, and they only are looking for a marker that says high or low. In the functional world, we are trained a little differently, and we are looking for functional, optimal. Like, I want to feel great. When I went to my naturopath for the very first time, and she looked at my lab work, and she's like, sister, I'm sorry to tell you, but this means XYZ. And I was like, okay. She didn't diagnose me with anything because that's not what she does. But she says, we need to talk about this. She's like, this might be in the reference range, but connecting these dots. And guys, it was a game changer for me when I realized that. So, you know, I just feel like there, and my experience has shown me that there is so much out there in that reference range, that's so much opportunity that is leading us to feel sick, and so much opportunity, my goodness, that is connecting the dots and leading us to be healthy. So much to be recognized that, holy crap, you mean this alkaline phosphatase is low, and maybe that means I'm need a little bit of zinc. And if I had zinc, then XYZ, or constipation. And this means maybe I try, you know, magnesium or ABC, and that could change so many things, including my headaches. Oh, which magnesium do I need? Well, that's the kicker. There's so much out there. But guys, that's what I do. Okay. I work with people to peel back the layers, to talk it out, pull things out of them, make them think about 20 years ago. How many times were you on antibiotics as a kid? What's your gut like? What have you done for gut healing? Have you had recent steroids? Have you been on beta blockers? Are you on a statin and taking XYZ to help support being on the statin? So there's so much that we as health coaches do. And when we're trained in the functional medicine aspect, and we can apply functional medicine to our clients' health, and in our educating and inspiring and empowering, it is a game changer, you guys. I know, because I have worked with functional medicine practitioners. I've worked with naturopaths. I've worked with health coaches. I'm working with a functional medicine practitioner right now who's a chiropractor by trade. However, that's not what he's practicing. He's in Boise, Idaho. I'm in Shreveport, Louisiana. I work with his entire team. And oh my God, he is rocking my world and changing my life. Dr. Watts, you're amazing. So you guys, don't feel like you have to be nestled into your zip code, okay? There's so much help out there for you. You have to seek it. That's what I did. I still have a family practitioner that I love dearly, you know, conventional medicine. She's trained that way. She's a great friend, and I still see her. I still need her. I still need my endocrinologist. I still need to check in with a GI doc. We need each other. A functional medicine health coach is part of your team. That's just what we do. We don't diagnose. We don't treat. We don't write prescriptions, but we are just some added value to your entire healthcare team. Okay. So I want to be here to help people get well and stay well, versus just being a frequent flyer to your doctor's office or to the ER, not getting answers, not feeling better is what I mean by not getting answers. It's just continuously, you got that continuous chronic sinus infection. You know what? Quit the bullshit, you guys. I'm here to tell you, a chronic sinus infection is not because allergies. Yeah, it might be allergies, but why? We don't just have allergies. Like, there's a reason. So we dig through all of this, okay? So that's why me opening up for 3 new clients is a big deal, because every person is treated individually. I don't have a cookie cutter and saying, oh, you have high blood pressure. Okay, you need this. See you later. No, that's not what I do. I sit and listen. We talk for 45 minutes. And then after that, I hope you take notes, and then I take notes, I send notes. And then 2 weeks later, we meet again, and we do this until the person feels like, hey, I've been educated and inspired and empowered. I'm going to move on and be able to take all of what I've learned and implement and do it on my own. And sometimes people do for 4, 6 months or a year. And now that I've been practicing for probably the tail end of 2 years, more so just the last year, truly integrating functional medicine into my practice, people come back. They just need a touch base. And yes, I do consulting as well, where it's just like a one-time, we're going to meet for 60 or 90 minutes. We're going to, help you come up with a game plan based on what you have going on. And I will say, as long as that person is committed to get the job done without having someone to bump with every other week and really keep them on track, there to answer questions, to be their cheerleader, to be their support group. I've been blessed, I gotta say, you guys, that as shitty as I have felt at times and as crazy thoughts that I've had of, hey, honey, this is what I'm going to try. My husband has been a total support system for me. So have my parents, so has my son. And I don't really go beyond that. No one else really wants to hear about it. So I understand having the support system. That's why I work with another practitioner. I believe in business. I'm an entrepreneur, and I was I had a run store that I created concept to, acquisition of the sale. And I had a business coach, and I have been practicing functional medicine, and I've been practicing health coaching, and I've worked with practitioners, one for my own health. And then I'm still learning from other people just in this business. So, you're going to do your best and be your best by surrounding yourself with people that are the best at what they do and what it is that you are trying to do too. So I just encourage you all going into the end of the year and into kind of like a new decade, right? 2020 is upon us. It's just digging deep. A local political rally last week, I heard on television, one of our state political guys, state office said, he's talking about politics. I'm not talking politics, okay? But I heard him say, if you're tired of feeling crappy, if you're happy feeling crappy, then, just keep doing what you're doing. It's so the same thing, you guys. If you're happy feeling crappy, then you're probably still not listening to this. But if you are really tired of feeling crappy and you want to be happy, you have to take the initiative. Okay. It's like with all my clients, I can educate and I can motivate and I can inspire, but you still have to do the work. We were not put on this earth to feel crappy. We were all put on this earth to be amazing, to feel amazing. I know it's hard because we have McDonald's, convenience stores, and shit being sold in the grocery store. When a grocery store has to have a health food aisle, we got a problem, because food in the grocery store should be healthy, but it's not. So that's where we have to start. Some of this you can do on your own. Guys, low-hanging fruit. Watch the crap you're eating. I'm just putting it out there, okay? It starts with the tip of your fork. I know we have addictions to food. I know we have bad relationships to food. That's why I'm here. That's what we do, right? That's part of the coaching process. We work on that. I send worksheets. I educate you on why you might be addicted to food. I educate you on why your stomach might be, getting crampy after you eat and running to the bathroom. I educate you on why you might have constipation. Constipation, another thing, I can't believe how many people only go to the bathroom every 2, 3, 4 days. My gosh, even a week. It might be common, but that's not normal. Okay. We should be going to the bathroom at least once or twice a day. 1 meal in, 1 meal out. Simple as that. So these are things that we're going to sit and talk about. I get to know you. I probably know your kids' names. I know that your warehouse business is having a sale for 3 days next month. I know where you're going on your holiday vacation. I'm not asking you this, but I just end up finding out, right? Like, my son plays golf. My husband's a physical therapist. I've got a golden retriever who's taking a nap next to me. Like we just get to know each other, because this is part of our health journey, you guys. This is what makes us who we are. If you're miserable and stressed out in your life, you will never get better. You'll continue to have diarrhea or constipation or headaches or leaky gut, or your thyroid will never balance out, okay? So I just want to share that, because that's really what health coaches, and whether we're trained in functional medicine or not, that's the basis of what a health coach does. Is a health coach guide you and someone there to check in and be your cheerleader. And then of course, I took mine to the next level with some amazing people, and the School of Applied Functional Medicine has certainly changed my career, but has definitely changed my own life. And the more I get into it, the more and more I realize, oh my God, you guys, game changers. Okay, little things, game changers. So again, you guys that know me, you know when I'm passionate about something, I can really get on a roll. I'm really passionate about health and wellness, like huge. So dig deep. Think about yourself. You might not need me. You might not want to work with me. But if you are tired of feeling crappy, then you know what? Only you can make the change. So reach out to a functional medicine practitioner in your area, in our area. Call and ask me for help, help in finding someone else. Ask me for more details. I'm certainly more than happy to share with you, other practitioners, I will say, in the state of Louisiana and really kind of like this whole area, this region. We don't have a lot of functional medicine practitioners, more and more, but I've got contacts all over the country that all specialize in something a little bit different. Granted, like I said, I'm working with someone now that's in Boise, Idaho. Really? Boise, Idaho. I'm in North Louisiana. He's not just, 6 miles down the road. And it's working fantastic. You got to connect with the person that you're working with. It's just like your physician. Like if you don't like your doctor, if you're not getting answers, find a new one. There's one on every corner. Somebody can help you, right? Yes, they can. So reach out, you guys, okay? So my email address, EWCassano, CASSANO @gmail.com. My email address, my website is elizabethcassano.com. My cell phone number, 318-229-5102. Like that's how big of a deal this is for me that I'm giving you my phone number to call me, text me, let's talk, right? So, 3 openings starting in January. Yes, if someone wants to get started in December, I am always ready, but I am limiting it to only 3. I want to stay fair to myself. I want to stay fair to my current clients, and I want to be fair to my new clients too, to be able to put all my energy and efforts into the client. Guys, to work on an individual client case, there's so much prep work that goes into that. I spend hours before we meet, after we meet. I don't always have the answers. I have resources, I have contacts, I have colleagues. So it's a work in progress. Like our fees, it's not just because you can't think of it, oh, we're going to meet for 45 minutes twice a month and it's going to be how much? Oh no, because you're going to also get X, Y, Z, and everything I've already named. We're going to connect the dots. You're going to get feedback. You're going to have access. You're going to have access to programs. Like there's so much more involved. So when you're looking to work with a functional medicine practitioner, let me just tell you this, or a health coach in general, it's so much more than the 45 minutes to an hour that you might spend with them every other week, or that 90-minute consult. So much deeper, you guys, so much deeper. And you know what? We're all actually really excited that we're not bound to insurance, okay? Yeah, some people feel as a client, they feel that as a negative. I know, I feel the pain. I'm paying a practitioner. I know, I get it, right? And he's amazing. And with that comes his price tag. And I was like, that's where I am. I was ready to do it. I can't do it by myself. And I needed someone who really kind of specialized in what I was looking for. So don't judge anyone based on an hourly rate. Like we don't work by the hour. That's just, again, that's not what we do. So I hope, guys, that this kind of gives you a little bit of, being authentic and putting it out there. I'm just letting you know what we do, what I do, why I do it. I know that functional medicine changed my life, and I'm really confident it can help you change yours too. So have a wonderful holiday season. Eat lots of turkey, spend wonderful time with your family. You guys can see I'm sitting in front of the fire. decompress. It's the holiday season. It's sometimes tough for a lot of people. Be grateful for everything you do have. Be grateful for your family. Be grateful for your health. If you're listening to this, be grateful that you have tuned in, and, you know, reach out to those people that maybe you haven't talked to in a while, and, you know, just tell them you're thinking about them, that you love them, and, yeah, and just make the most of the holiday season. So with that, guys, I'm signing off. And again, please reach out to me if I can help you in any way, or if you have questions, or if you're ready to get signed up. All right, you guys, cheers to wonderful holiday season. Take care.